So welcome back. This is the second part of study of Wyckoff accumulation and distribution schematic. So in this thing we have till this in this 7 slides we have covered this how this schematic looks like, and now we'll jump to charts and try to see is this thing applicable on chart. So just bear with me. Just give me 1 minute. I'll bring up the chart. Okay, so what I've done, I've taken two images of one image is of distribution, second image is of accumulation. Like here, actually I prefer to call it as preliminary buying, but based on this buying reaction, people refer to as, this is my take on this one based on my experience. So normally people call it as preliminary supply because this was the last supply before selling climax. But rather, I prefer to call it as preliminary buying because this is the point which defines that we are into preliminary supply. Then there is a selling climax, automatic rally reaction, secondary test. This defines phase A. Phase A is what is happening over here. Phase B is the entire duration wherein testing is taking place. This could be called as springs, but we call it as secondary test. Here also testing is taking place, and based on the testing violation, we are drawing extended lines. We are also considering this one. So the actual spring which is taking place in phase D is not the spring of secondary test. It is of selling climax and the corresponding secondary test. And after that, we see price going upwards. Then before reaching or before breaking automatic reaction or rally resistance line, we see a LPS. And in previous examples, if you are following this lectures of mine, like if you have been through the previous lecture, there was a breakout and then there was a LPS. So now we got two variations, 2 to 3 variations, where to find LPS. Though it is like many experts, they suggest if there is we are seeing price acceleration taking place, so that we consider as whatever the pullback we get, that is LPS. It has to be near, below, or above automatic reaction or automatic rally resistance, because this LPS will lead to a sign of strength, and that would act as the pullback would act as a last 10-second a last point of supply, and from here onwards price will increase. So whatever things happens in between B to C, that is of utter importance, because this is the place where the real accumulation takes place. Phase A and phase, like till that point we have a string. These are the areas where we set our boundaries. But what is happening in between? We see price making smaller swings, moving in a sluggish fashion, and not showing any sign of momentum or strength to go below this particular selling climax. This is the one way to identify it. And after secondary test, we see acceleration of price towards automatic rally resistance level. And same way here also, as we are approaching down towards the selling climax, this price zone, this price will be kind of a sluggish one. It won't have any, it would lack acceleration and momentum, and there would be more number of candles if you compare with this entire up move, and if you compare this downward move. So here number of candles would be more compared to this one. So there are numerous ways, numerous theories, and numerous tricks to identify it. But at the end of the day, what I have taken out of this concepts, if I consider this to be an accumulation, for me it is simple. When supply is getting converted into demand, there is a change of hands between sellers and buyers. So when sellers, whenever this kind of thing occurs, price goes upwards. And when it comes to distribution, same preliminary supply, buying climax, automatic reaction or rally, secondary test, automatic rally resistance support, and secondary test or buying climax as a resistance. Whatever follows in between, that would be counted as secondary test. Mostly when we are in distribution, we only consider secondary test taking place at and around buying climax area. Whenever we are in accumulation, we consider secondary test taking place at the bottom, that is at or near the level of selling climax. Because what we are testing, we are testing is the prices in position to go upwards. We test means we are looking out for rejection of price. Here also test means we want to see a rejection of price. That's the reason after that on the secondary test we got upthrust after distribution, then a fast accelerated and high momentum fall of price, then we have small pullback, then again continuation towards downside. This is the LPS, and down she goes. So my take on this is same. What I understood about after going through various charts and trying to implement and apply this schematic on live chart, what difficulty I faced and what things I faced, I'll not get into that thing. That is a different and detailed discussion. But in a nutshell, what I understood, there is an exchange of hand taking place between buyers and sellers. Demand is getting converted to supply. Here, sellers, exchange of hand is taking place between sellers to buyers, from supply to demand. So if this is the core concept or core idea of this entire activity taking place. But for me, there was a question. Okay, for sake of discussion, if there is an established downtrend, 3 legs, 4 legs, 5 legs, whatever, how or in whatever fashion you design, you describe or you identify a established downtrend. But whatever things are happening in between, wherever the price is falling or wherever price is depreciating or appreciating, increasing or decreasing, there has to be some reason. So can this only be like, or this schematic can only be applied to a certain set of price and all this stuff? Can this application or accumulation and distribution is taking place at every twist and turn? Because when there is something like, if prices falling for like 10 points, so there has to be something happening which is pushing the price down for 10 points. And same goes with, if price is appreciating for 10 points, there has to be something which is pushing the market upwards. So this made me go into detail of the schematic, and I came up with this tool or indicator, you can say. Wyckoff, Quadris, WTA is my baby, Wyckoff Training Academy. Wyckoff accumulation, uptrend, distribution, downtrend. Wyckoff accumulation, markup, distribution, and markdown. I've written downtrend and uptrend because not many of the traders are not well acquainted with markup and markdown. So I try to do this analysis, schematic analysis, and I came up with an idea to see whether there is, where supply is or sellers are exchanging their hands with buyers, and buyers are exchanging their hands with sellers. So behind this, the idea is of which I understood, the core idea of accumulation and distribution is to shifting of power, shifting of interest, and sellers are exchanging hand with buyers and buyers are exchanging hand with sellers. And these sellers and buyers are all trader, like they are big players, like they people with deep pockets who are the movers and shakers of the market. So based on this idea, I have developed this tool. This tool specially meant for people who are struggling with and who want or who are looking out for understanding the schematic and using the schematic in such a way that they would be in a position to trade every tick and every tick, every price bar, every price level, and in any interval. So for example, this is a 4-hour chart of euro USD. Let me bring it upwards so that it shouldn't bother us. Let me switch this one to the higher side so that there shouldn't be any price. You shouldn't see any price getting. So this is how, like, this is 2024 started, and in 2024 starting, we are seeing this red bars with red triangles. Red bars with red triangles means strong effort. This entire tool or indicator or a system, whatever you want to name it, is made on the simple idea of effort versus result. And accumulation and distribution is simple. It is purely effort. Which side has a greater power to pull the price towards itself? So either upwards or downwards. So on those lines, whenever you will see a downtrend. So first let me explain this thing. Green bar with green triangle. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's not visible, I think. Black would be better. So whenever there is a green triangle with green bar, that means strong effort to take the market upwards. Whenever there would be a red bar with red triangle, this means there is a strong effort to take this market downwards. And whenever there would be a blue candle or bar with blue triangle, this means the effort to take this market upwards is weak. That means this could be an area where people are not much more interested in taking the price higher. Same goes with this one. Weak effort to take the market downwards. Whenever the candle is pink and triangle is pink, this suggests there is effort is weak and smart money is not interested in taking the price upwards. So this I've used this weak and strong words because I want to make things simpler for everyone. I don't want to make any complex things which traders should not feel like it is just like they're watching a cricket match and everything is going bouncer. So it shouldn't happen. So for that purpose, I've made this thing. Once you are acquainted with it, you will get the idea. For example, here buying was in control. See, here there was strong effort to take the market downwards, but market went upwards. And after that, we see low effort or weak effort to take the market upwards. Again, after that, there was a continuation of efforts to take the market upwards. Then after that, you can see there is a strong effort to take the market downwards. If this was a strong effort to take the market down, why didn't the market or why didn't the price go in the downward direction? The very next bar is a neutral bar. Neutral bar are the quite essential bars for us because they give us an idea. If this is the case, then and after that a neutral bar is forming, that means this is not what it is. This is something different. So this was clear when we got a strong effort bar towards upwards followed by a weak bar, and there was a weak effort to take the market down. At this point it was clear that price is about to go upwards after getting two strong efforts to take the market downwards, and third effort is weak. That means there is no whatsoever interest in taking the market downwards. and up she went. So after that, what happened? We had a very widespread bar, kind of a climatic or kind of a stopping volume kind of a thing. And after that, we see weak effort to take the market upwards. After that, we are seeing these two neutral bars. That means whatever effort was here, whatever effort was here, it is not what it is meant. Like here it is saying we are going upwards, but here that thing is not unfolding. And after that, we got this kind of bar. This is something which should draw attention because this is a strong effort bar towards downside. That means with the amount of price it covered and amount of momentum and acceleration it had within itself, it shows us that there is something which is going to happen which will take the market downwards, provided that it should prove itself. Here there is a weak effort to down and effort upwards and effort downwards. If this effort upwards was a testing of this particular thing and testing of this buying. So by this point, it was quite clear that there is a shifting of hand taking place in between buyers and sellers. Nobody on a 4-hour chart can identify this as a in a phase analysis. It is very difficult. So I've seen many. Like there are many traders of who tell me, sir, we do ITC or ICT. I don't know. I don't remember the exact names or terminology which they use. Smart money concept, this and that, blah blah blah. Imbalance area. Sir, we see this kind of thing and we come down to 1 minute or 5 minute or 3 minute, and then we do the phase analysis. That's not my kind of play. Like I'm a simple and straightforward trader. I want to keep things simple and straightforward. But after observing this one, I get a fair idea what is fair and a decent idea what this smart money people are doing over here. So if this is done, so I'm looking for weak buying to appear, and it appeared over here. And after that, we got strong selling, neutral bars, and then again weak selling, strong selling, weak selling, strong selling, weak selling, weak selling, weak selling. Then after this particular price, we got a strong buying bar, strong effort to take the price upwards at this particular point or at this particular price. So from here, you can say we are going into a zone wherein we might see some kind of a consolidation, or either this would be nullified after a few bars if we see any no or weak effort upwards. So it happened over here, and that resulted in sharp price fall. But now look at this, things have changed during this entire duration, which is I guess more like it is 28, and this one is this one. It's a 4-hour candle. So just 1 minute, 1 minute. 28 December till 4 Jan. So like 3 to 4 trading days, I guess. So during this 4 trading days or 5 trading days, whatever, We haven't seen any bars with strength. Though we are seeing strength, is it resolving in more strength? Is it resolving in price rise? No. Here there was strength. Here there was supply. Price went upwards, again upwards, and all of a sudden, when what happened to all this demand or buying? It got converted into testing form. That means all the buyers who were here, they liquidated or they exited or they fooled the retail traders by like creating a picture that the market is going to go upwards, because there are many novice traders who just blindly buy whenever the price comes on the resistance. That's the fact. That's the reason 90% of the people lose money. Or I should say 95% of the people lose the money. So this buying was a trap, which was later identified by us in form of weak efforts, and as this weak efforts appeared, we started seeing strong supply, and every strong supply is followed by weak effort, strong supply, weak effort, and so on, and price plummeted down. It came to this particular level. Then again, if somebody has taken this into like phase analysis, ready supply, or climatic behavior, and drawn a line over here or a line over here, testing, but eventually he would have identified there is no fast momentum taking place over here, and it doesn't go in this, and it doesn't work like that in the market, because we are observing market on in time frame candles, so it's very difficult for us. But with this tool, I boiled on the working of accumulation and distribution in such a way so that in any damn good time frame, I'll be in a position to identify whether which side has the greater power. Either demand is in control or supply is in control. If supply is in control, we would see weak effort from buyers, and if buyers are in control, I'll be in a position to identify weak supply in form of this pink bars. And look at the beauty. You see the strong efforts. Why this kind of bar prints? Like it's so like it makes your task so easier, because price doesn't go straight away. It will do some correction. There are some corrections might be minor, some correction might be major. These are the kind of areas where major correction has been taking place. That means smart money has interest in this particular area. If this is selling, then it would have been gone downwards. And after every bar, there is a neutral bar. That means it is not what it is meant for. If this is buying and there is a neutral bar, if this is selling neutral bar, then definitely it will go upwards. So it's a very, like, one of my finest achievement, a great contribution to Wyckoff traders and to Wyckoff fraternity. So thanks for watching this video. And one last thing, many people they approached me and they told me, so you have website, you don't have any other things like uh, other promotional things. Listen, my friend, I'm not a commercial guy. I've learned in a very hard way. I know for this kind of thing, people charge haywire, like thousand, 1K, 2K, 3K dollars, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, $5,000. So I'm not that kind of a guy. I'm very comfortable in doing my trading, and I keep my profile low because that keeps me grounded, and that helps me in putting my concentration and dedication towards my trading. Because having a website, like promoting YouTube videos or doing advertisement, it's not like, it's a completely different industry. I don't want to get into that one. It's for those people who are constantly in search of selling the things. I'm not that kind of guy. I have things which are much more of like much more like they hold importance for me. I keep low profile. Trading is my first priority, and after that, if someone comes, then I train and I build the system, and I always try to keep the pricing bare minimum, because people are charging $1,500, $1,000, $500, $200. So where should this, like, where the other people will get, because not everyone has that much financial exposure at their end, so they face some problems. So I want to give best, and neither you might have gone through my other videos. I don't say anyone to do any kind of like do subscribe, do like, do whatever you want. If you don't want to subscribe, no problem. I don't have anything. I don't, because I don't want to monetize my channel and earn money. I'm not that kind of guy. So I'm straightforward, and I believe in my work. And whoever wills to join and learn, who has a spark to learn, they can join me, no problem. And this indicator and the indicator before this one, tape reading. Actually, today was the closing of this one, but I got some requests from the students, so I've extended till 25th. So if you want to avail, it's your call to take. I've already kept the pricing to the minimum. And if you want, you can avail the indicators. I conduct my master trader course also, but it has some criteria before. If you should go through the criteria. If you fulfill the criteria, then you get the entry. Okay, having said that, if you have any questions pertaining to this one, and if you have any doubts, you have my, one second, let me bring up the slide so that you will be in a position to. So this is my WhatsApp number. This is my Telegram ID. If you have any question, any doubt, I do share analysis. I do share. I have my, in Indian stock market, I have my own group wherein I tutored many Indian traders for trading in stocks and commodities. And for Indian stocks, I have screener also. So this is a very versatile method. It works on any market, financial market. So if you have any question, you can drop me a message. I'll try my level best to give you a best possible answer. Thanks a lot for watching the video, and if you have any doubt, just drop me a message.